All right. Hi guys. I wanted to do a quick video on the Part Shop Max drift knuckles for the FC chassis. These work for S4 and S5 chassis. They go for about 400 bucks. I ordered them directly from Part Shop Max. Luckily they were in stock and they shipped them out of San Diego, so I got them relatively quick. I think within a week, which was nice. I did go back and forth with Tommy from Part Shop Max, and he said that they could be beneficial for me. I do grip driving. I don't know how to drift. So the biggest benefit was the steering feels more direct and it's quicker. The Ackerman does get reduced, and I'll go over that in a little bit, but it doesn't get zeroed out. Off the bat, when I got them, they look great. The hubs bolt on straight the same way as they do on the OEM ones. But the thing I noticed, the drift knuckles don't have the provisions for the dust shield, so if that's a deal breaker for you, here's your warning. Calipers still bolt up the same way, but yeah, so what I'm going to do now, I'll flip them on their backs, and then I'll show you the difference in the Ackerman and any other details that I noticed. Okay, so I flipped everything over. Let's start with the Ackerman. So this is the OEM one. As you can tell, it's all crusty. It's an S5 OEM one. I'm not sure if that matters or not, but this is where the ball joint connects to, and this is where the tie rod connects to. So this distance is a lot farther out than the distance on the drift knuckle. So here's the ball joint, here's the tie rod. This distance is shorter, so this is what affects the steering. It makes the steering a lot quicker. You're able to lock out the wheel a lot faster. But yeah, that is one of the main differences between OEM and the drift knuckle. And the other one, which is what Tommy pointed out, is the roll center correction. You'll notice that this sits a lot higher than on the drift knuckle. So this has about 40 millimeters of roll center correction built into it. Mind you, if you're running aftermarket ball joints that already add roll center correction, be warned. You could have too much roll center correction and you could make contact with your wheel. Ask me how I know, because my stupid ass didn't know the concept, and when I was at Streets of Willow going through the bowl, I ended up making contact with my T37. So yeah, that hurt, and it still hurts, but I'm trying to save somebody's wheels out there, so just be warned. But yeah, ultimately, I do grip driving with my car. No drifting. I don't know how to drift. I really like these. I like how they look. It was nice to have a new part that wasn't 30 years old at this point. I learned to compromise not having the dust shield, but I do like how quick the steering is. So that was one of the benefits that I noticed from driving them. I've done Streets of Willow twice on them, Big Willow and Auto Club Speedway, and I can't see myself going back. So I hope that adds some perspective to anybody out there. I know I'm gonna get asked, but clearance issues. So I want to start by saying it's gonna vary car to car, setup to setup. So I'm running 17 by 9.5 plus 22 wheels in the front with the 3mm offset spacer. And then tire size, I'm running Falcon Azeni RT660s, 245 4017s. So does it rub? I might get asked that. I did have some issues with my aftermarket fenders, and then I think at full lockout at times, rarely, but at times, I think the wheel hits either the sway bar a little bit or maybe the wheel well as a whole. I'm still trying to figure that out, but I don't ever go full lockout. Even when I'm reversing out of a parking space, I don't have that issue. But again, clearance issues, it's going to vary on your car and your setup. I don't know what your ride height is. I don't know what your wheel setup is. Tires vary from manufacturer to manufacturer. Same thing with coilovers. So, you know, that's ultimately going to be something you have to deal with. But I wanted to do this video to kind of give everybody an idea of what the differences in the knuckles are. And if you're on the fence about buying them, if you're doing grip driving, I absolutely love them. I have had no issues, and like I said, I don't see myself turning back. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, just go ahead and leave them on the comment section, and I'll try to address them to the best of my ability. But yeah, hopefully, you know, you can get your FC out on the road, because FCs aren't meant to be on jack stands. So later, guys.